The rise of the generalist, an unexpected side effect of the AI era. Now, today's episode is going to be short. In fact, the next few episodes of the Digital Contrarian might be a bit shorter than normal. And why is that? Well, because I'm right now under a tight deadline to finish my first draft manuscript for my forthcoming book, The Return to Real. And with high summer upon us here on the farm, in full swing. For the next few weeks, the bulk of my writing time, effort, and energy is going to be focused on my book to get the first draft manuscript over the finish line. And by the way, my deepest apologies to anyone who has written in with a thoughtful reply by email to one of my newsletters over the past several weeks. I am woefully behind in my email replies and may be in that state for a bit of time. Now, that being said, there's a contrarian idea that I want to leave you with in today's episode to consider, and it's this. So earlier this week, I was listening to the Lex Fridman interview with Sundar Pichai, the Google and Alphabet CEO, on YouTube. And at the very, very, very end of the interview, Lex articulated an idea that I myself have also been considering for the last several months. And here's what he said. He said, I think there's also in the near term, much like with the Industrial Revolution that led to rapid specialization of skills of expertise, with AI, there might be a great sort of de-specialization. So as the AI systems become superhuman experts at particular fields, there might be greater and greater value to being the integrator of AIs for humans to be generalists. So the great value of the human mind might come from the generalists, not the specialists. Or in other words, perhaps the rise of the generalist may be one of the unexpected consequences of this AI era. So for example, here on our farm, I can walk through the pastures, take a photo of virtually any wildflower, and within seconds, with the help of AI, I can not only instantly identify what the species is, but I can also determine its medicinal uses and properties and how to prepare the plant for practical application step by step in just a matter of seconds. Now, previously, this type of highly specialized, domain-specific knowledge would have taken a lifetime to acquire. But today, AI makes it available to anyone who's curious and crazy enough to learn. But how about applying that knowledge in a completely unrelated field, like, say, direct response marketing, in a new and novel way? Well, so far, AI is far less adept at making those types of less obvious cross-domain connections. So if the old economy paradigm forced us into becoming siloed specialists to be able to afford the quality of life that we enjoy today, perhaps the winners of the new economy paradigm will be those of us who learn to thrive as cross-domain generalists. In other words, being able to spot non-obvious patterns that others completely miss, like we explored together in issue number 22 of the Digital Contrarian, which we'll make sure to link to with this episode, and connecting the dots across different verticals. And by the way, if you want to do a deeper dive into this idea, David Epstein's book, Range, Why Generalists Triumph in a Specialized World, is an excellent read and one which I reference in one of the chapters of Return to Real. So what does this all mean for you? Well, perhaps it's one more reason to give yourself permission to live your return to real life, to spend time pursuing your physical and intellectual interests that are decidedly outside of your professional domain. Because after all, the contrarian connections that you may be able to make in the process might just set you up for success in this AI era in ways previously unimaginable. Okay, I'll leave you with that for today. I need to get back to working on this darn book. So I'll say this. In the meantime, have a great rest of your day. Remember to hug the ones that you love. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Take care, and we'll talk soon.